my question is, do you look at your client self-tapes?
Yeah, I look at every single one before I even submit them.
Okay, cool. And do you help them pick which ones they like, if they have a couple of options that they're like, oh man, I'm between these two scenes. Do you help them choose, or how do you work?
Yeah, so we usually prefer that a client sends between 1 to 3 takes so that way we can watch it. I watch it with my entire team. Now, I'm usually the one that oversees all of the tapes, so if I think someone did a phenomenal job, I'll say go ahead and send that. That's great. If I feel like someone kind of lacked and didn't do as great as I would want to, we have them retake. I'll say, I would love for you to retake
That was
this.
going to be my next question. Do you ever ask your clients to retape something?
Absolutely, all the time. If it's not
Okay.
perfect, my name is not going on it.
Right, because it's your reputation as well, right?
Exactly, because we all as reps, like, we build these relationships specifically with casting, and that's all. It's not just submitting great actors, it's also submitting great tapes. So if the tapes are not as great, or if we're sending someone in that's not as versed, then it reflects on us, and they're going to remember that. So you want to make sure. I watch every single tape that comes in to make sure that this is perfect for me to send out.
Awesome. So as somebody that sees a bunch of tapes, what do you think is one of the biggest mistakes that actors make? And I'm sure you've been seeing a bunch of monologues and stuff like that. What is one of the biggest mistakes people make on tapes that you see?
Good question. I think some of the biggest mistakes that I see is everyone feels like they have to go so big, like with the huge expressions and stuff, when it's a very natural conversation. I think some of the takes or mistakes that they make is when they do their slates and then they go into the scene. They're the same exact person from the slate, so it's hard to differentiate between both. Um, I see a lot of overacting sometimes. I, me personally, I do not like when actors hold sides in their hands, unless they just got it within, an hour or two. I get that, but if you
Yeah.
have 2 days to work on it, you should be completely off book, because that tells me as a rep, okay, if you can't handle 5 to 6 pages, how are you going to handle a actual episode that's 60 to 90?